From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's the T-Birds Coaches Show, bringing you game breakdowns, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews. Here's your host, Tom Myler.
Hello, T-Bird fans, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Casper College Coach Show. Joining us in studio, you guessed it, despite how awesome he is, and just, he's right there. Coach Dion Anderson.
Caught me off guard. I didn't know you were starting. So
I know. I was ready.
Kind of crazy.
You were.
Yeah, I wasn't really ready. Could we run it back?
Sure. Yeah, I caught you. I was
keep it in there, but just run it back.
Run it back?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
So
keep it going.
Welcome, T-Bird fans, to round number 2 of our Casper College Coaches Show. Joining us in studio, Coach Dion Anderson. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you for having me, Tom. Appreciate it.
It's good to have you here. You know, we gotta have a little re-rack. They can see behind the scenes of just how goofy we get.
Yep. I'm the fun guy, chill guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like mushrooms, but you, I enjoy.
Mushrooms.
You know, you said you're a fun guy. Thank you, everyone else, for laughing at home. I know I'm here all week.
That one took me a while too.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I'll forgive you on that.
That's a good one.
Thank you. I know. I didn't even lose any sleep over it.
I'm a fun guy.
Yeah. So now I give you permission to use that for your team. If they throw basketballs at you,
they're not gonna laugh.
It's your own fault.
They're not gonna laugh.
I know those kids nowadays. Come on.
Kids nowadays.
Dad jokes. That's all. That's what we live for.
6'7", right?
Anyway, so let's talk about basketball, Coach. Right? So you had a good weekend. You're on a 3-game win streak. You're 4-0 at home. You have some, very tough wins against 2 very good teams. Let's talk about that first one, the Dawson one. You win 88-86. It was kind of back and forth, multiple lead changes, kind of battling once again down at the half. Tell us a little bit about what you saw during that game.
I just saw a really good Dawson team, extremely well coached. They play really hard. They play team basketball. And it really was just a chess match the entire game between our team and their team. Like, it really came down to what team made the right adjustments, what team got 50-50 balls, what team won the rebounding battle. So it's a hard-fought game against a really good team who, you know, don't really have like a star player. They have multiple guys who are averaging over 9 points a game who are capable of scoring. Number 24, their shooter, had a great game against us. I think he made about 4 or 5 threes, and it just came down to those small details that win or lose you a game.
Well, I mean, you won enough of those small details, especially there toward the end, and you continue to prove to everyone that you were definitely a second-half team, which it's good to show that, hey, if you hang in there, which I like to say the team that I like during, D1 basketball is BYU. They're a second-half team. They definitely figured it out. They beat Dayton basically in the second half. I could say you guys are like the BYU of junior college.
Yeah, like we don't know how to win the first half, but I don't know what gets into them in the second half. I mean, I don't think I say really anything too special at halftime, but we just perform better in the second half. So we just got to keep it close in the first half.
Yeah, keep it competitive, right? So, if you're down like 20 plus, then it's really hard for you to come back. But if you're 1, 2, maybe even up to 4, that gives you a chance to, kind of whittle that lead down and really have a chance to win at the end.
Yeah, I think once we really figure out how to, because we do a great job in the first half competing. Even a lot of our games, we do get a lead, and then we just don't know how to sustain and build on that lead. And then we either go into halftime down a couple or down a lot, and then we have to fight our way back. So I think we just, once again, it's about our guys continuing to learn how to win a basketball game, how to play a full 40 minutes, which we have been, but how to stop those slumps we kind of get in on offense or defense, to where it is just back and forth, or we can't get a stop and then we come down and we jack shots and we don't move the ball enough, and we allow the team to come back from an 8-9 point lead that we kind of established early in that first half. So just our guys continuing to learn how to play a full 40 minutes of team basketball and battle through adversity.
Well, it's coming together slowly but surely. Your record's 5-6, and at Dawson you really showed that grit of, hey, we can actually win those close ones. I know we've had multiple times in this season already where you just had heartbreaking loss, where you lost by 4 or 2. It's nice to be on the winning side this time of just, hey, we can win the close ones.
Yeah, but I think it just goes back to respecting the process of it all. Like honestly, the 2 games this past weekend, we don't win those 2 games without going through what we have already been through throughout the early part of our season. Knowing that there's adversity is going to come no matter what the score is. At some point, adversity is going to hit during that game, and earlier on in the season, we just weren't there as a team to where we could overcome that adversity. We didn't have that grit, like you talked about in those earlier games, to pull out a win in those situations where, we're tied with a minute left, or, we're down 3 with a minute 30 and battling back. So I think we have to respect that process. Even myself, like looking back, like I have to do a better job responding to losses and, utilizing those losses as learning opportunities rather than just getting kind of down. So I think our team is really learning how to play a full 40 minutes, how to battle through adversity, how to have grit. But I don't think we win those 2 games without going through everything that we've been through already.
Yeah. I mean, that first game was definitely a hard-fought battle. That second one, I think, was even crazier. I mean, I think at one point, once again, down a half, you score 58 in the second half. You get past the century mark. And I think there's times in that second half you're down as much as 10, and you end up winning by, I think, 9 or 11 or something.
Yeah.
And so it's just, what is going on here? Like, what a battle. It was a great game, and they pulled it out. Let's talk about this one. What did you see during that game, Coach?
During that game, it was back and forth pretty much the entire game. Once again, I think it really came down to the adjustments we made as a team, whether it was things that players are seeing and communicating back to me, things that myself and my assistant coach are seeing, and we're making those adjustments ourselves. And once again, our guys just battled. Didn't win the rebounding margin that game.
It was close, though.
It was close, but obviously I want to win that battle every single game. But we were able to get to the free throw line 30 times, I think, and
75%
made 23 of them. And we've been shooting free throws every day to end practice ever since our Arizona trip. So I guess that's kind of helping us make some free throws in game. The tougher team is going to win, and we're tough enough, and we're able to battle through adversity and pull out a win against a really tough Williston State team that I knew was going to compete, especially after the game that they had the day before.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the numbers, Coach, because I wanted to bring up that too, about the fact that he had 30 free throws, shot 75%. He also shot over 50% from the field, about 38% from 3. I mean, the numbers were there, and so it just took.
It was defense. We didn't play no defense the entire game. We didn't play any defense. We were pressing, just getting scored on in the press. So we tried something else. We tried zone. That's really the fun part about the games to me. And I've had people tell me that it doesn't look like I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun in the game. Like, I'm stressed in the game for sure, but I'm having fun trying to figure out how to put our guys in the right spots to help us win. That's the funnest part of coaching basketball to me. So our guys just took the adjustments we made, and we made the right corrections, and we were able to pull out a win against another really good team who has the leading scorer in the entire country. Didn't do a good job against him. He had 21, which was underneath his average, but we definitely would have wanted to take him away a little bit more. But we did enough to pull out another gritty win at home.
Yeah, and just the fact that, you were down as much as 10 or so at one point. I know there's a lot of times where you'd even up and then they'd go on a run. It's just like, just get there and take the lead, would you? And so it's the fact that you ended up winning by 9 at the end was kind of just like, okay, cool, I'll take the win.
I'll take the win, exactly. Any win is a good win, no matter how it went, no matter who was supposed to win from the preview of the game. Like, a win's a win. So proud of our guys for battling for another 40 minutes and getting that win. We just got to play some defense at some point.
Defense, I've heard, does win championships, so we'll hopefully figure that one out. But it was cool to see that you guys hit over that century mark. It's always fun to hit over 100. I mean, whether you're playing good defense or not, it's still nice that, hey, our offense can output those numbers and kind of hopefully make up for that lack of defense.
I think that game really kind of highlighted what our goal is for our team. Like, we have multiple guys who can go out there and score 20 points, like, any given night. So I thought that was like one of the first times, and I mean even the Dawson game, we had multiple guys score over 20 and guys chip in. Like Zaire had a great weekend this past weekend, and that's what this team was kind of built to do. Like we have great players, but we have a lot of really good players, and we just have struggled early on in the season getting multiple guys going in one game, and I think we're starting to figure out how to play off of each other and feed the hot hand a little bit more. So very proud of how our team is coming together on the offensive side. We still got a long way to go on defense. So
yeah, I remember with Coach Parks last season coming in, and he'd talk about, and I wish I could remember the player's name, but he talked about how the player basically is like, Coach, you got to yell at me. Like, you got to get me fired up. And so it's just funny that you bring it up. It's like, well, what have you needed to do to get your team fired up? It's like, hey, I don't feel like you're the yelling kind of guy. Yeah, you don't give that vibe for me, but it's like,
I'm just a chill guy. I'm a fun guy. Part mushroom.
Love it.
So yeah, I mean, that's been something I've been trying to figure out, like trying to be my authentic self as much as possible. I'm very passionate about it, so like, are there times where I do get into guys and I try to get them fired up for sure, but I don't think I'm, at least right now, I'm not the type of guy to go into the locker room and just start yelling and cussing the guys out. Like, it's just like, what's that really doing for our team? Like, I need to go in there and give us, like, lead the team and give us some direction on what we need to do in order to play better, in order to come out despite being down at half and win the second half. We always track 4-minute segments of the game. That's what one of our managers does throughout the entire game, and it's like, okay, we just lost that segment. You can't lose consecutive segments. So I really try to use a lot of data. We go into halftime. I have halftime goals that I want to hit when it comes to like rebounding, turnovers, kills, which are 3 stops in a row on defense. So like, I kind of use those metrics to coach our team. I'm not really going to go in there and just try not to act or say anything based on emotion. I try to use data, and whether it's to coach or correct or get guys fired up, like, I need you to rebound. You have 3 rebounds and you played 17 minutes in the first half. Like, what are you out there for? Like, you're not doing anything to help us win a game. Like, yeah, you may have scored 12, but we're losing right now because they have 8-9 offensive rebounds and they've scored 17 points off second chance points. So that's kind of what I kind of do in the locker room. I break it down, keep it real with them, try to get them fired up, try to get them motivated to go back in the second half, and our guys respond pretty well to that. So maybe I need to start. I don't know what I need to do to get us to start better, but I know in the second half, I feel pretty confident a lot of games going into the second half for sure.
Well, you're going to need to keep that motivation, that fire, that confidence coming up for this following weekend when you go to Riverton for that Central Wyoming Classic. You got a couple of tough games coming up against Salt Lake and Utah State Eastern.
So Salt Lake, always a great program. Have great players, multiple D1 players. Are off to a slow start this year, but you can't take anybody for granted. Like, it's junior college basketball. Any team can lose to anybody at any point, any day. And then Utah State Eastern, another really good program. Coach has been there for a long time. Great coach. They run zone defense pretty much the entire game. So got to work on our zone stuff this week in practice and try to get ready for that. But 2 great games, 2 neutral site games. So hopefully we can go up there and come away with 2 neutral site wins and try to improve that record, because you can't, not every game, unfortunately, we can't play every game at home. So
yeah, I mean, you're undefeated at home, 1-5 at neutral sites, but that can change over this weekend, which is what we're hoping for. What are the matchups looking like right now? Are they kind of heavy on the rebounding side? Is that something you're gonna have to really focus on? Do they have the bigs? Are they more of a speed team?
Salt Lake puts up a lot of points. I mean, they score. They're really efficient. According to Synergy, which does like all like our software uploads and everything. So they're a great offensive team. I do see some holes and things on defense that we can maybe take advantage of. So I think it's going to come down to whatever team plays more defense on Friday, whatever team rebounds. And then against Utah State Eastern, I haven't really looked too much at them just because my primary scout is Salt Lake, and assistant coach Evans will be the primary scout for that Utah State Eastern game. But I know that they play zone. I know they're talented. I know they have a really good team this year. So it's going to be two really good matchups. That Saturday game is really going to be us. Once again, it's about defense and executing against their zone defense, which is going to be really good because that's all that they kind of do. So should be two really good games this weekend up in Riverton.
Well, we're excited to watch. It's at Riverton, so I'm assuming they're going to be live streaming. It should be on YouTube. Watch out for that email, folks. You'll get that, and make sure we can all watch you guys because, we want to support you. Even if we can't make it to the game, we'll watch it as best we can. And then it's nice to see that you have 4 games left before the year ends, not the season. So the year ends, you'll get 4 games left. It's also interesting that Utah State Eastern, you play twice in a row.
Back to back. Yeah, shout out Tom Parks for getting that scheduled on that. I love that. Love that. Great matchup.
Yeah, so, it's like, hey, you got it once. It's like, if you lose or win, you got a rematch.
You got a rematch next week. So
always tough to beat someone twice.
Always tough to beat somebody twice, especially the following week. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Love it. Well, Coach, we're excited for you. We're looking forward to it. You're sitting at a 5-6 record. Things are coming together. You're on a 3-game win streak. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling pretty good too, but we got to have a good week of practice and got to go out there and prove it all over again this weekend.
All right. Well, Coach, we're excited to see you prove it this weekend.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, you too. But until then, see you next time.